Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to look at one more problem based on the branch and bound method. We have seen two problems in the previous classes. One is assignment problem, other one is a knapsack problem, and this is the third problem in branch and bound method. So, as usual, we are supposed to draw the state space tree for this problem, and we will learn some theoretical things, and later we will see how to solve this problem. So even this traveling salesman problem, we have seen this in dynamic programming method. So what is the main aim of traveling salesman problem? That there will be a salesperson who has to start from a city. He has to cover all the cities and he has to come back to the starting city. Okay, and the cost incurred in traveling should be less. And whatever the cycle that he follows, we call it as Hamiltonian cycle. So the aim of this problem is we have to find the minimum cost Hamiltonian cycle for the given graph. One thing is we have to find Hamiltonian cycle. The second thing is it should be of minimum cost. So that is the aim of traveling salesperson problem. And this is an optimization problem since we are trying to optimize the cost. Okay, and specifically we try to minimize the cost, and hence it comes under minimization problem. So this is a minimization problem. Since it is a minimization problem, we are supposed to consider the lower bound for each nodes in the state space tree. Now, how to calculate the lower bounds for each nodes in the state space tree? Let us see. For each city I, find the sum Si. But to find the sum Si of the distances from city I to two nearest cities. So what we are supposed to do is we have to consider one city. Consider this example. You have to consider I'll consider city A. So from this, which are the two nearest cities? For example, so from A it is connected to four cities. One is with cost 8, one is with 1, one is with 5, other one is with 3. Out of these four costs, which are the two minimum cost 1 and 3? You are supposed to consider two minimum cost cities. Okay, that is to be calculated for every city, not just for A. For all the cities, you are supposed to calculate what is for A, what is for B, what is for D, what is for E, and what is for C, like that. And after calculating the sum, you add all those sums. Yes, you add all the sum of all the cities and divide it by 2. So that will give the lower bound. So if the distances are integers, if all the distances that you have considered these are integers, and whatever result you get after dividing by 2, so that should also be an integer. Therefore you are supposed to take the seal. That means the next highest integer, nearest integer, you are supposed to take. So this is how you are supposed to calculate the lower bound for the traveling salesperson problem. So we'll consider this example. This is a graph. It's an undirected graph, and it contains weights. It is a weighted graph. Okay. We'll do some consideration for this problem. What the consideration is, the tour starts with A. We consider the starting point as A. Generate tours in which B is visited before C. This is one more consideration. So this we are not supposed to consider on our own. So if it is given, then we have to follow. If in the exam questions or test questions, if the consideration is given like this, then only we have to consider this assumption. Otherwise, we are not supposed to do this assumption. So what assumption is made here is generate tours in which B is visited before C. So we have to consider only those tours in which B comes before C. Okay, so that is one more. So that is this consideration is done in this problem, so that the state space tree will be of lesser size. Okay, so for making you to understand more clearly with the small state space tree, so this consideration is done. Okay, then one more is after visiting n-1 cities. So think that in this example there are 5 cities. Okay, suppose you have visited 4 cities, n-1 cities you have visited. For example, you have visited A, you have visited B, you have visited D, and you have visited C. You have visited n-1 cities. And what is the other option for you? The other option is, only option is from the last n minus 1th city, you have to visit the nth city. That means the remaining city you have to visit, and from that remaining city, there is no other option than to visiting back to the starting point. So that means whenever you visit n minus 1 vertices, there will be no other options left other than visiting the remaining vertex and visiting back to the starting city. Okay, so that is the third point that we consider. So this first point and third point, this is the common considerations. So we always use this in our while solving any problems. Okay, that is while solving the traveling salesman using branch and bound method. If the starting vertex is not given, then we consider this lowest numbered vertex as a starting vertex. It is known. Okay, if it is given, if the problem is like you have to start from vertex D, then you have to consider from D. Okay, so now we'll see how to solve this. So this is the state space tree. This is not a binary tree. It is just a tree. The root node starts from 0. It is numbered as 0, and it goes like this, level by level. So each level corresponds to the city that it gets added to. For example, if A is considered the starting point, it is in node number 0. So what are the options? What are the options from A? From A, it can reach to B, it can reach to C, it can reach to D, it can reach to E. So 4 options are written like this: A, B, A, C, A, D, and E. Then we have to calculate the lower bound for all this. So let us look at this problem in our worksheet. Take your book or a pen and paper so that you can work together with me. This is the problem I have given, and the formula for calculating lower bound is C log S by 2, where S is the sum of the values of the nearest two cities for every city, for each of the cities. So I will show you once again how to calculate that. We have to start with calculating the lower bounds. Lower bound node number 0. For node 0, how to calculate the lower bound, we'll see. So this is our state space tree's starting node. It is node number 0. The first node we are considering is A. The first city we are considering is starting city A, and LB we have to calculate. Lower bound we have to calculate. Now we have considered only the starting city. We have not considered any edges. We have not considered any edges in this graph. Only the starting city is considered. So the very first step is to calculate the lower bound for the node number 0. Now, for every city, you have to consider the minimum cost 2 cities. That means 2 cities that can be reachable with minimum cost. So 8, 1, 5, 3 is there for this A. 2 minimum are 1 and 3. So it is 1 plus 3 plus take city B. If you take B, it is 3, 6, 7 and 9. Which are the 2 minimum? It is 3 and 6. 3 plus 6. For C, it is 1, 1, 6, 4 and 2. So minimum is 1 and 2. For D, take the city D. For D, it is 7, 5, this is 5, 4 and 3. 7, 5, 4, 3. Which are the 2 minimum? 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are the 2 minimum edges to the nearest cities. So it is 3 plus 4 plus for E. For E, it is 2, 3, 8 and 9. Minimum is 2 and 3. So what is the total of this? You have to add this and you have to divide by 2. It is 4 9 plus 4, 13. 16. 16 plus 7, 23. 23 plus 5, 28. 28 by 2 is 14. Lower bound for node number 0 is 14. So this is the first step. Okay. Next, from A, you have 4. From A, which node you can reach, which city you can reach. You can see you can reach all the cities. There is a edge to B, there is an edge to D, there is an edge to C also, there is an edge to E also. That means to all the cities you can reach. That means there are 4 children for this node. You can write 4 children for this node. Four cities are written. 4 options for these 4 cities are written like this. Okay, I'll draw the edges, branches. Node number 1, lower bound we have to calculate. So this is from A. We are considering now edge from A to B. This is from A to C. From A to D. And this is from A to E. So 4 edges are possible, and we have to calculate the lower bounds for all these. This is node number 2, node number 3, this is node number 4. Okay. Now, so we consider the edge AB. Okay, so we have to remember this. We are considering the edge AB. Node number 1. AB is, look at the diagram, AB is considered. A and B edge is considered. I will push this downwards so that it becomes easy for you to understand. Node 1. AB, that means if you consider AB while calculating the lower bound, it is a compulsion that you are supposed to consider this AB in the calculations. Okay, now I'll show that how to do that. For node number A, which are the 2 minimum? 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 are minimum, and this 3 is a compulsion. 3 is a compulsion. Even though it is not minimum, it should be considered. Plus. What about B? 2 minimum. 3, 6, 7, 9. 3 and 6 are minimum, and in that 3 is considered. Yes, 3 is considered. Next, C. For C, it is 1 and 2. 1, 2, 6, and 4. So out of that, minimum is 1 and 2. Plus, for D, it is 7, 5, 4, 3. 3 and 4. Plus E, 8, 2, 3, 9. So 2 and 3 is minimum. I think we get the same result as that of the previous node, because there is no change in this. 1, 3, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Yes, we'll get the same result. The result is 28 by 2 is equal to 14. Node number 1 is 14. Lower bound is 14. Next, we have to consider node number 2. So in node number 2, we are choosing an edge from A to C. Okay. While choosing this, we have to be careful. See if there are any considerations. We have made a consideration that B should be visited before C. Okay, but in this case, from A, you are directly visiting C without visiting B. Therefore, we don't consider this. So this is according to the considerations, according to the assumptions that we have done, we can leave this node. We are not calculating the lower bound for this because B is not visited before C. I'll write a note here below. So this based on this node, we can leave this node. So no calculation for this, no calculation of lower bound for this node. Okay, we move to the next one. Node number 3, A and D. So the C doesn't comes as well as B doesn't comes. So we can choose this A and D. We can choose this. The edge that is chosen is A to D. Remember that. There's node number 3. Node number 2. B is not visited. So see, that's why we are skipping that. It is node number 3. For node number 3, we are considering the edge A to D. Remember this, you are considering the edge A to D. That means this edge from A to D, this edge we have to consider in the calculation. Okay. Now see, let us see how to calculate the lower bound. For city A, which are the two minimum, 1 and 3 are the minimum. But the condition is you have to consider this A to D. Consider this A to D, 5 has to be considered. Then one more is the minimum one. One you are supposed to consider because it is minimum. So 1 and 5. Plus B. For B, A to D doesn't comes. Therefore, as usual, it is 3 plus 6. Plus for C also A to D edge doesn't doesn't affect. Therefore, for C it is 1 plus 2. Plus for D this edge A to D edge for this A to D edge has to be considered because you are considering D now. So which are the two minimum? Two minimum 3 and 4. But you are supposed to consider this edge. It is compulsion. Therefore, you have to skip this 4. It is 3 plus 5. For E, this A to D edge doesn't affect. Therefore, the minimum is 2 plus 3 itself. Divided by 2. So what do you get for this? 6 plus 9, 15 plus 3, 18 plus 8, 26 plus 5, 31. 31 by 2 is 15.5. 15.5, you are supposed to consider the seal. It is 16. 31 by 2, it is 16. So node number 3 is lower bound is 16. Next is node number 4. You have to consider the edge A to E. AE you have to consider. Node number 4. Look at this AE. So this AE is a compulsion in the calculation. observe. So for which city it affects to? It affects A as well as it affects E, and for the rest it doesn't affects. Okay, for A, which are the two minimum? 1 and 3 are the minimum, but we have to consider 8 is compulsion. So it is 1 plus 8 plus. For B it is 3 plus 6. For C it is 1 plus 2. For D it is 3 plus 4. 3, 4, 5 and 7. So minimum is 3 and 4. For E minimum is 2 and 3, but you have to consider 8. 8 is compulsion. Therefore you take the minimum 2 and 8. That is 2 plus 8. 9 plus 9, 18 plus 3, 21 plus 7, 28, 38. It is 38 by 2 is equal to 19. Node number 4's bound is 19. If you have any doubts until this, you can please ask. If there is no dots, we'll move further. Okay. Now after completion of one level, now what you have to see? You have to see the live nodes. Which are the live nodes? Live nodes are the leaf nodes which are promising. Okay. So this is not a live node because we don't consider this. It is a non-promising node. So 14, 16, and 19. These three are live nodes, out of which is promising, which is promising means which is having the lesser lower bound, because this is a minimization problem. You have to consider 14. 14 is lesser. So from this we will move further. We have considered an edge from A to B. What next? See the diagram. We have considered from A to B. From B, what are the options? You can reach C, you can reach D, you can reach E. Three options are there. Okay, you can reach C, you can reach D from B, you can reach E from B. So these three options we will write. Three nodes you can write for this. Three children are there for this node. Okay, this is node number 5. What are the options? From A, B, you can reach C, one option. This is node number 6. From AB, you can reach D, one more option. And from AB, you can reach E. This is the other option. 5, 6, and 7. Now to calculate the lower bounds for this. Now see whether the constraint is violated. So B should come before C. So this satisfies. So you have considered C, and before that C, there is a B. Here there is no C, therefore there is no such constraint. Okay. Now for node number 5, remember that you have to consider A to B, B to C. A to B and B to C. Node number 5. You have to consider this A to B, B to C. So you should be very careful. You should memorize this while writing the lower bounds. So you have to be careful that you will memorize this A to B, B to C. For A, what is the value of S? 1 plus 3. So that means A to B, B to C means you have to consider A to B edge and B to C edge in the calculation. These two edges are compulsion. Now for city A, it minimum are 1 and 3. So 3 is already included, therefore it doesn't matter. Okay, it is 1 plus 3 plus. What about B? For B, which are the two minimum? Minimum are 3 and 6. And one more constraint is this A to B and B to C edge should be there. So both edges are there in that, in 3 and 6. Therefore, it also has no effect on this calculation. Okay. Next, what about C? For C, the minimum is 1 and 2. Okay, but you're supposed to consider this 6 B to C edge you have to consider. It is compulsion. Therefore, it is 1 plus 6. Plus for D this A to B, B to C doesn't affect, therefore it is 3 plus 4 itself. For E also this A to B, B to C doesn't affect, for E it is 2 plus 3 minimum. Two edges are 2 plus 3. Add this. Four plus 9, 13 plus 7, 20, 27, 32. 32 by 2. It is 16. So node number 5's lower bound is 16. Okay. Next, node number 6. You have to consider A to B, B to D. Remember this, A to B, B to D. That means this edge, A to B and B to D. So this one you are supposed to consider. 3 and 7 is compulsion in the calculation. Node 6. City A. For city A, which are the two minimum? 1 and 3. And 3 is a compulsion, it is already included. 1 plus 3. For B, which are the two minimum? The minimum are 3 plus 6, isn't it? But this BD edge is compulsion. Therefore, you should skip this 6. You have to consider 3 and 7. For C, there is no effect of this 3 and 7. Therefore, minimum is 1 plus 2. For D, you are supposed to consider this 7 because BD edge you have to consider. So 3 and 4 are the minimum. You are leaving this 4. You have to consider 3 and 7. For E, these edges doesn't make any effect. Therefore, 2 plus 3 is the minimum. Divided by 2. 4, 14, 17, 27, 32. 32 by 2. So even this you will get, for this you will get 16. So node number 5 is also 16. Node number 6 is also 16. Next, node number 7. Node number 7, remember this edge, A, B, E. A, B and E. That edge, A to B, B to E. So this one, 3 and 9, it is a compulsion. These two are compulsory edges. Okay. Now, for A it is 1 plus 3. 3 is included, therefore it doesn't make any effect. For B, you have to consider 3 and 9 because 3 is minimum. This you are supposed to consider 9. So both edges are to be considered and both are compulsion. Okay, 3 plus 9. For C, these two edges doesn't make any effect. Therefore, it is 1 plus 2 itself. For D, it is this 3 and 9 doesn't make any effect. Therefore, for D, the minimum are 3 and 4. For E minimum is 2 and 3, but compulsory edge is this 9. 9 has to be considered. Therefore, 2 plus 9. Divided by 2. 4 plus 13, 17, 20, 27, 38. 38 by 2 equal to 19. So node number 7, the value is 19. Okay, now we have completed 2 levels. After completion of 2 levels, now we have to check which is the next promising node. Okay. So this is 5, 6, 7, 3 and 4. These 5 are the live nodes. It is still alive. Okay. Now which is the minimum out of this? Minimum is 16. 16 is minimum. Okay. Now out of these 3 nodes, you can choose any. You can choose any, and based on the convention, so what we do is we choose from the left hand side. That means from the recent level we will choose. From the recent level, that too in the left hand side, it is node number 5. We will take this first. So all 3 are promising nodes. Node number 5, node number 6 and node number 3, all 3 are promising. But we have to choose any one, and we'll choose the most recent level. In the most recent level, the leftmost we will take first. That is node number 5. For node number 5, what is the path chosen? A to B, B to C. See the diagram. A to B and B to C. So this path is chosen, A to B and B to C. From C, you have to move further. What are the options left for C? From C, the option left is one is to D, one option, other one is to E. Okay, only 2 options is left. One is to D, other one is to E. I have taken a bigger node. I'll tell why I have taken this bigger node. I'll first name this. It is 8 and 9. So I think we won't get time. We may have to log in once again after this session ends. So please log in after the session ends. I'll continue this now. We have to calculate for 8. So what is the path? A, B, comma C. That is from previous one. A to B, B to C. Now what is the remaining? From C to D is one option. And the other option is to E. From C to E. You can see this from the diagram. From C to D is one option. From C to E is one more option. Okay. Next. Now what it tells? Now total number of visited cities are 4 now. What is the total number of cities that is there? That is 5. That means in this node we are reaching n minus 1 cities. Now you have to consider that point, third point. When you reach n minus 1 cities, after reaching D, A, B, C, D, what is the only vertex or the city left? Only vertex left is E. Look at this. You have to see the diagram and you have to decide. A, B, C, D you have considered. Only left is E. See if there is a path to E. Yes, there is a path to E. You consider this. And from this vertex, you have to reach back to the starting vertex. That is A. See if there is any path to this. There is a path. So if there is a path, you have to consider this. A, B, C, D, E, A. So that you are writing in this last node. Because there is no other option. Write this in bracket. What is the option for this? You have reached E, from A, B, C, you have reached E. What is the option? You can reach D. See if there is a path to D. From A, B, C, E. So this is the path you have chosen. A, B, C, E. There is a path to D. From D back to A, there is a path, isn't it? So it is D comma A. So write it in bracket. Now calculate the lower bound for this. Now you have to remember this path A, B, C, D, E, A. A, B, C, D, E, A. Node number 8. Node number 8. It is A, B. See this path? A, B, C, D, E, and A. Okay. Now, what is for A? For A, so even this 3 is compulsion as well as 8 is also compulsion. It forms a cycle. When it forms a cycle, so on both the sides there will be compulsory edges. 3 plus 8. For B, for B, so you are choosing the path from A to B, B to C, isn't it? So that means 3 and 6 are compulsion. So that is 3 plus 6 you have to consider. 6. We'll continue with this. A and B are done. What about C? So while considering this C, so you have to take which path you have taken? A, B, C, D, E. So this path. So 6 and 4 are compulsion. So that you have to consider. For D, so once again, the C to D, D to E path is compulsion. C to D, D to E. That is 4 and 3, 4 plus 3. Next, for E, which is compulsion, this D to E and E to A. So 8 plus 3. Now, the total 8 plus 3, 11, 20, 30, 37, 48 by 2. So that is 24. So 24 is done. Next is node number 9. Node 9. So what is the path selected for node number 9? For node number 9 it is for node number 9 it is A, B, C, E, D, A. A, B, C, E, D, A. I'll write this here. A, B, C. So that it becomes easy for us to calculate. Okay. Yes. It is A, B, C, D, E, A. A, B, C, D. Okay, sorry. It is A, B, C, E, D, A. Sorry. D, A. I'll verify once. It is A, B, C, E, D, A. A, B, C. So this path you have to consider. Now for A, so see this. The path is from A to B. So which are the which are the edges adjacent to A? We have to consider A to B because there is an edge from A to B, and we have to consider D to A. This one DA you have to consider. That means 3 plus 5. Next B. For B, which are the adjacent edges? Look at this. So it is B to A, B to C, like this. It is B to A, B to C. B to A is 3, B to C is 6, 6 plus 3. Next C. For C, it is C to B and C to E. So these two, left and right, B and C. So C to B, what is C to B? C to B is 6, C to E. C to E is 2, 6 plus 2. Plus. What about D? For D, it is DE and DA. DE is 3, DA is 5. That is 5 plus 3. Next for A, for E. Which one we calculated now? Yes, we calculated for D. Next is E. For E, it is E to C, E to D. E to C, E to C is 2, E to D, E to D is 3. 2 plus 3. Divided by 2 is equal to 8, 9, 17 plus 8, 25 plus 8, 33 plus 5, 38. 38 by 2. It is 19. Of node number 9, we'll get 19. We'll get 19 for node number 9, and for node number 8, we have got 24. Okay. So at this step, we cannot decide because we have considered node number 5. So there is one more node also. That is node number 6 with the same value 60 in the previous level. Even for this, we have to calculate. So okay, wait a minute there. I'll draw this. So why we choose the next, I will tell. It is not like that. So in this step, we have chosen 5 to be the promising node, node number 5 to be the promising node. Then we have chosen node number 8 and 9. So these two paths are chosen. Okay, now don't go for this 6. Now you have completed one more step. Okay, one more level is completed by considering the node number 5. Now see which are the live nodes. 8, 9 are live, 6, 7 are live, 3, 4 are live. So once again, which is minimum? Which is more promising? So 24, 19, these are higher. Node number 6 and node number 3 are promising. So since node number 6 and 3 are promising, we'll have to consider any one of this. We'll consider from the recent step. It means from the recent level. So we'll consider with this and we'll move further. Once again, there are two options for that. Right, like this. So ABD from the above, you just copy the path. It is ABD in both the cases. After reaching from A to D, taking the path ABD, what is the next step? From A, B, D, what are two options? A, B, and D. So you are here. You have visited A, you have visited B, you have visited D. From D, there are two options. One is to C, other one is to E. So two options are there. From C, one is to C, other one is to E. So I'll write that. One option is to C, other option is to. Now what is the remaining thing that we should write here? So remaining vertex is E. and from E we can reach A. Here from A, B, D, E. From E you can reach C, the remaining vertex. From C you can reach back to A. So you have to write this by looking at the diagram. Okay, from C you are reaching E and A. See if there is a path. From C you are reaching E and then back to A. One more option is from you are reaching E and from E you are reaching C and A. That is one more path. That is C and A. Now we have to calculate the lower bound for this. So write this. Consider this path. This node is 11 at 10, and this is 11. I'll consider this path for node number 10. Node 10. The path is the path considered is this. Okay. Next, calculate the lower bound. For A, what A is connected to? A is connected to B and A is connected to E. Look at both the sides. A is connected to B, A to B, that is 3, plus A is connected to A. Sorry, A is connected to E. Okay. Um, so A to E it is 8. A to E it is 8. Plus next vertex, next city is B. For B, look at this. B to A, B to D. B to A is 3, B to D is 7. 3 plus 7. Next, C. For this C, look at this. C to D, C to E. C to D, C to E. That is 2 plus 4. Plus next vertex D. For D, where is D? For D, adjacent are B and C. Okay, D to B, D to C. D to B, 7. D to C, 4. 7 plus 4. Next E. For E, it is C, E to C, E to A. E to C, 2. E to A is 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. Eleven, 21, 27, 38, 48. 48 by 2 is equal to 24. This is node number 11. Node 11. 24. Node 11, can take the path. I'll write it here for you to make it easy for calculation. Yes, let us start from vertex A. Vertex A, it is adjacent to B, A to B, and A to C. A to B is 3, A to C is 1, 3 plus 1, plus vertex B. Vertex B, it is adjacent to A, adjacent to D. A and D. A and D. It is 3 and 7, 3 plus 7. Vertex C. For vertex C, it is E and A. A. That is 1 plus 2. Plus vertex D. Vertex D, it is mm, vertex D adjacent are B and E. For vertex D adjacent are B and E. So it is 7 plus 3. 7 E. For E, adjacent vertex are D and C. So D and C are adjacent, that is 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 4, 14, 17, 27, 32. 2 by 2 is 16. So we have got 16 for this. Now we have considered one more node also. So after this, once again, you have to check the promising node. Now see, observe the live nodes 8, 9, 10, 11, 7, 3 and 4. Which is minimum? Minimum is 16 is here, 1 is here, and other one is here. Two nodes are having minimum values. Okay. Now, if you consider 11, already you have considered a path. A path from A to A, there is a Hamiltonian cycle with cost of 16. Okay. And what this node tells us, node from A to D, there is one edge you have selected, and you can continue with this also. If you continue with this, you may have a chance to find one more Hamiltonian cycle with lesser value. So this node number 3 is also having a minimum cost of 16. So this tells that even from that you can continue, but there is no chance that the cost will be lesser than 16. So while node number 11 has already a path with cost of 16, so this we can consider it as one of the cycle, or one of the Hamiltonian cycle with the minimum cost. So finally we can write the solution like this. The minimum cost path is ABDECA, so which is specified in node number 11, or with a cost of 16. So in node number 3 also there is 16, but you can consider that, if you consider that, there is a chance that you may also get one more solution which is not lesser than 16, and you can finalize that is node number 11 is the solution.